Hello and good evening from a very special Steelers Live, a Friday Night Lights edition of Phil's Weird Labs. We are here at Latrobe Memorial Stadium. We are so used to the hot, sweaty 255 practices. A little rain today in the Latrobe area. A little slight drizzle here now at the stadium, but as you can see behind us, the players are on the field. The autograph session, the most 15 popular minutes of Friday Night Lights. All of the players handed Sharpies as they get off of the school buses as they rode here from St. Vincent College. The fans lining the fences, waiting, hoping that their favorite player comes over to them.
It's their spot, yeah.
It's still business here. It's still practice. Ben Roethlisberger is not going tonight. The same for Marquise Pouncey and also Al Villanueva. Probably some other guys as well, but as we said, they're just starting through stretching and individuals, so we'll have to keep you updated on that through social media. But practice. We saw backs on backers at St. Vincent College. Will we see it tonight, Labs? That's what everybody wants to know.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin has made backs on backers a regular part of the Latrobe Stadium experience, and we will see that here again tonight. As usual, the competition will start off with 7 shots. Then after that, there will be backs on backers. And then, a little later on in the practice, another one of the competition periods. One of my favorites, it's one-on-one wide receiver against defensive back, and it's close to the end zone, red zone kind of thing. So you have a quarterback, a receiver, and a defensive back trying to cover them with routes typically run into the end zone. There will be a tackle football period here, as usual, with the Mike Tomlin practice the last few seasons. And then we end with a 2-minute drill, 11 on 11. And then there's fireworks, right? There has to be fireworks.
There's always fireworks, Labs.
We're in Western
I should say
Pennsylvania.
the second best part, probably after the autographs. My favorite part, at least, right?
Yours is the fireworks.
Mine's the fireworks. I'm like a little kid, but.
Well, and you mentioned the weather. It is, except for what the rain might be doing to my hair.
Mine too.
It's a little cooler.
Yeah.
It's not as sticky, and it's actually quite pleasant for looks like thousands of fans here. As long as the clouds don't open up again. And when you look at the sky, it's broken. So I mean, we have it right. We have a chance. We have a chance,
which we will gladly take. And we would not be doing our job if we didn't tell everybody that there is a 50-50 here. Obviously, you at home, sorry you cannot participate. We're not that sophisticated, but a lot of money raised tonight going to the local community here in Latrobe. You see the local high school football teams out here on the field. The guys they look up to, the Pittsburgh Steelers, helping them out, maybe helping some of the field crews, the equipment staff, stuff like that. So this truly is a special night, not just for football, not just for changing up the schedule, but for giving back to the community that is our home away from home for 3 weeks.
Yeah, and on the bus ride over, all the years that I've been doing this, the community of Latrobe seems to get into it more and more. I mean, parking, reserved parking now.
That's a big deal.
Right, and there's a lot of things, amenities kind of that different businesses in the community, get out and contribute. And this has become really a big time event here, as the Chamber of Commerce says, in the beautiful Laurel Highlands.
All right, Labs, thank you so much for your time. In just a little bit, Charlie Batch is going to be joining me to give us that former player perspective. But first, let's give you a little history lesson and take you back to how Friday Night Lights originally started. From riding a school bus to fans cheering along the fences and, of course, the glow of the lights, the Steelers' 28th edition of Friday Night Lights at Latrobe Memorial Stadium is now underway. Former head coach Bill Cowher started the tradition as a way to force his players to learn to play at different times of the day, just like the various kickoff times during a typical NFL season. The name Friday Night Lights soon became a thing and caught on. Now the event is known for giving back to the Latrobe community as well. Ticket sales benefit a local charity, there is a 50-50 drawing, and the night starts off with a 15-minute autograph session with players and coaches. The night is not only nostalgic for the team thinking back to their high school playing days, but like Power, head coach Mike Tomlin likes to put on a show and features several competition periods to provide some extra entertainment for the thousands of fans in attendance. All right, as promised, joining me live now from Friday Night Lights is Charlie Batch. And do you like coming back? I know you're still signing autographs, first of all, by the way. I'm going to call you out on that. But just getting to be a part of it and seeing the community so excited to have the Steelers here on their turf.
It's unbelievable, and this is my 17th year being a part of this, and it seems like it gets bigger every single year. And when you're a player, you hear about this, and you still want to come out here, still brings you back to a lot of those memories through Friday night practice and the Friday night lights, and
right.
This is why a lot of guys are out here and they compete, and it's going to be fun to watch today.
Dante Moncrief, this is obviously his first Friday Night Lights. He got the Sharpie, and I was kind of following to see where's he going to go. You know, he's a new guy. I want to interview him. And he was kind of just taking it all in, staring around. And I said, did anybody prep you for this? He goes, no, not really, but this is cool. And you could just see that it was taking him a minute to take it all in before he actually went and signed autographs.
And that's something where I talked to him a couple days ago, and I asked him about it. I said, how was it in Jacksonville? He said, we didn't have many fans at all. He said, so to see this, I'm taking it all in and hold you accountable to go out here and perform for the fans. He's like, I'm just amazed. And now add this element to it on a Friday night practice. This is a guy out here that's just like, wow, I heard about Steelers Nation,
right.
And now I get a chance to experience it. Yes.
All right, now, so today, it was a get-right morning, as we like to call it. There wasn't a walkthrough this morning. Maybe you got to sleep in a little bit, work out at your leisure. You practice at night, but tomorrow, it goes back to normal. Your schedule doesn't get any easier. How hard is it coming off of a night practice, going back tomorrow? It's a 2:55 practice. It's probably going to be hot and sweaty again. To get your body used to that.
Recovery is critical between today and tomorrow. Why? Because you finish up about 9:30.
Right.
You finally get to the ice tub. Now you're getting to sleep maybe a little later, but also tomorrow is still a normal day.
Sure.
So you have to get up early still to walk through, and then of course Mike Tomlin always makes sure he's challenging his guys to be ready to play on the Saturday practice. So there is no letdown. So a lot of the veterans, they take those young guys aside and they say, be prepared, get your sleep, and be ready to practice tomorrow as well.
All right, we have to talk about Ben Roethlisberger. As I said, he is not practicing tonight, kind of going along with his normal training camp routine. But so many guys, Charlie, have said he's carefree. You can just tell the leadership that he is taking of this team. Not that he wasn't before, but there's just something about it. Even Ben himself has said, you know, I'm having fun again. I love football. I can't put my finger on it. Can you put your finger on it? Because you know him very well.
I do, and it's something to where when you see him, I mean, you can see the smile on his face. He's excited to be out here again. And the one thing that's driving him is not making the playoffs last year. It's tough. He led the league in passing, but yet you're watching everybody else out in the playoffs perform. So that's frustrating to him. But I love the way that he's out here communicating with his young guys. He wants to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And they say he's more vocal in the team meetings and in the offensive meeting rooms more than ever. So you know he's wired in.
Not a bad thing at all.
Absolutely.
Last thing, just one takeaway from this camp so far. I guess we're kind of halfway through now that we're here at Friday Night Lights, that you're getting from this 2019 what will be Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, I think when I look at it, of course, they're going to be tough. They want to run the football, something they really got away from last year. But defensively, they're excited. They want to put more pressure on a quarterback. You're seeing a lot of mixed coverages out there, and they have the speed to complement that on the defensive side of the ball. That's what I'm excited about. So now we're less than a week away from the first preseason game. I want to make sure that they're able to take everything that they've done on the practice field to now incorporate that in the preseason games. And as you know, and everybody else out there knows, we're going to get a glimpse of the young players early and often.
Devin Bush especially.
Absolutely.
Everyone's ready. All right, Charlie, thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for joining us for this special edition of Steelers Live. It's maybe starting to rain right now, so probably a good time to wrap things up. But that is the very latest from Latrobe Memorial Stadium. We will have Coach Tomlin's press conference for you post-practice, as well as tons of coverage, so make sure you check out that. We will see you guys tomorrow.